Near Rainier Mesa, within the NTTR, 3 entrances disappear into the rock. At first, it seemed like an isolated feature, until I found 2 more locations nearby with the same layout. When the same design repeats itself across a landscape like this, it usually means something deliberate is happening. So what exactly are these entrances, and why do they keep showing up here? Here is our first location. Take note of the 3 entrance pattern cut into the mountainside, a detail that will become important as we continue. We'll return to this site later to examine the surrounding infrastructure and how it's developed over time. A second site nearby shows a nearly identical arrangement, a location we've explored previously, reinforcing that this layout isn't unique. And our third location, which we have also explored previously, is a bit far away, but the repetition becomes difficult to ignore. Here is a bird's eye view of the area. Here's our 2 Rainier Mesa locations. Here's Area 51 for reference. Here's our third location, which is a bit off, but it's still related. Viewed together, these sites form a clear repeating layout across the Rainier Mesa. Returning to our first site, we can examine the surrounding infrastructure and historical imagery and see how it developed over time. Let's go back to the first available imagery. And you can see here in 1998, it looked like it didn't even exist. No drill road, nothing over the top, absolutely nothing. 1998. Here's in 2005, yet nothing in 2003. So here's 2005, the first signs that this is here. You can see we got a lot of equipment out here. Nothing really going on over here. And some kind of road up above here. And it looks like it drilled all the way over it, or drilled. It looks like they carved it all the way from this road over here. You can see, looks like something used to go up there. They've now put a road down into here. 2009. See, there's some action going on out here. Nothing really still going on over here. 2010, 2011, 2013, 2017, getting more empty. 2020, there's still some trailers there. Get a really good look at these portals over here. 2022, snow-covered mountains. 2022 again, 2024. Now I believe this is the most recent imagery. Now, there's one more set. Yeah, both in 2024. Nothing really going on here. There is a little bit of a trailer there, but it looks like absolutely nothing is happening here. 2024. Let's take a look at it in a 3D view. So it's very cool where they've put this. So you could almost assume that maybe this entire little mountain right here is maybe bored out. Let's move over to ArcGIS and see what they have to offer. It didn't have much more here, though it had a little bit more pictures within the most recent years. But you tell me, it kind of looked like the same exact imagery. I'll really concentrate on this portal here because that's where it looks like the main entrance is. 2019. We just went from 2014 to 2019 with 2018 being in the middle. So now we're on to 2020. That looked like the same exact picture from 2019. 2021. Still some stuff going on there. 2022, that dirt pile has been messed with a little bit. 2023, 2023. So nothing more available here that can help us from ArcGIS. Now to try to make some sense of all this. The repeating multi-entrance layouts observed across Rainier Mesa are consistent with documented horizontal tunnel complexes developed here for underground nuclear testing. These facilities were constructed with multiple portals supporting access, instrumentation, ventilation, and experimental pathways extending laterally into the mountain. Geological and geophysical investigations conducted by the USGS within Rainier Mesa tunnel systems further confirm the extensive network of underground workings beneath the mesa, reinforcing that surface portal clusters often represent components of a single subsurface complex. From above, these entrances appear as little more than cuts into the mountainside, but beneath Rainier Mesa, they mark the surface expression of experiments that transformed entire mountains into underground laboratories. If you're interested in more information, check out this USGS document that goes into great detail about the mesa complexes and their uses. The link will be down in the description. And for a little bit of a bonus, this is another location right below here that looks so interesting, because over time you could see a bunch of railway marks in and out of here. I just couldn't find a good picture of anything interesting here from above. If you know anything about this spot, let me know. If you've seen it, let me know. It was pretty cool to just imagine what could go on here. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed exploring this location. Let me know what you think. Is this pattern just interesting or something more unusual? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you'd like to continue the discussion, feel free to join the Discord, and if you have locations you want investigated, drop a pin on the community map. Links in the description. Stay above it and take care. Bye.